Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis. This happens to be my first weekly market analysis so far as the year 2024 is concerned. So let me use this opportunity to wish all of you a very happy new year. We are just hopeful that whatever happened last year, you all know last year was a good year for us. Yeah, so whatever happened last year was going to be this year will be a double of whatever happened last year. All right, yes, a lot of good things is yet to come so far as this year is concerned. So just make sure you stick around just as you've been. For all those who have subscribed, thank you so much for being supportive up till now. If you haven't subscribed yet to, don't forget, just smash on the subscribe button. All right, trust me, this year we are going on a different level this year. Trust me, we are really going on a different level this year, and you wouldn't regret being part of this community. All right, yeah, so nothing has really changed. All right, we are just going to continue doing what we were doing last year, just that there's going to be a few upgrade. All right, yes, as a trader, what you have to do is every year you need to up your game. All right, yes, so getting to the end of the year, you review whatever has happened so far as the whole year is concerned. Look at where you went wrong, where you went right, try and correct things, and look at how you can amplify your experience or where things were good for you so far as the year is concerned going into a new year. So that is what is going to happen this year. All right, yes, we are going to really up our game. There are a lot of modifications that I've made that are really going to improve so far as producing a result is concerned. All right, yes, so stick and just stay glued to the community, and trust me, I'm not going to regret at all. All right, yeah, so this year, look at how how price action. I actually wanted us to have a general Zoom meeting that was getting to the end of the year, but it didn't happen. All right, yes, I came online and no one came. So for that message or for that reason, I was supposed to hold that meeting. I'll just keep it to myself. I think just a few people are aware of it, but once most of you never showed up, I'll just keep it myself, and then we see how this year goes. All right, yeah. So we're actually in the first quarter of the year 2024. All right, and the first quarter, the market is a little bit dicey, and so we don't really go hard on the first quarter. All right, yes, we trade normally, but on the first quarter, it's just a preparation. The first quarter is just preparations for the year. All right, yeah, so most of the time, the first quarter is more or less like a manipulation phase for the year. So we just see how things will go and all that. All right, yeah, so let's delve into the chart and see what is up for us going into a new week. This is actually the second week of the month of January so far as 2024 is concerned. But before we go into the charts, let's get to the economic news calendar and see what is up for us for the fundamental front. So on Monday the 8th of January 2024, we have CHF CPI, all right, for the month of December. Then you have retail sales month over month for the month of November. So far as CHF is concerned, we have retail sales year over year for the month of November for CHF. We have retail sales month over month for the month of November for Euro. Retail sales year over year for the month of November for Euro. Then on Tuesday, we have a bank holiday for Montenegro. It's nothing to affect the market, so just ignore it. We have the retail sales monitor year by year for GBP for the month of December. Then we have retail sales month over month for Australia for the month of November. Unemployment rate for the month of December for CHF. Unemployment rate for the month of November for Italy. That is as far as the Eurozone is concerned. Then the unemployment rate for the month of November for Euro. Then the balance of trade for the month of November for CAD. And the balance of trade for the month of November for USD. Then on Wednesday, we have the monthly CPI indicator for Australia so far as November is concerned. Then you have the ECB speech for the Eurozone. We have retail sales year over year for Italy for the month of November. Then we have retail sales month over month for Italy for the month of November. On Thursday, we have balance of trade for the month of November for Australia, continuing jobless claims for USD, initial jobless claims for USD, jobless claims for week average for USD, CPI for the month of December for USD, then inflation rate month over month for the month of December for USD, core inflation rate month over month for the month of December for USD, the inflation rate year over year for the month of December for USD. Then you have core inflation rate year over year for the month of December for USD. Then you have the CPI for the month of December for USD. Then on Friday, we have goods trade balance for the month of November for GBP. We have goods trade balance for the month of November for GBP. We have GDP month over month for the month of November for GBP. Then you have CPI for the month of December for Spain. Then producer price index month over month for the month of December so far as USD is concerned. So next week, we see some level of high volatility in the market so far as all these high impact news is concerned. So these are the high impact news you expect to see on the market so far as going into a new week is concerned. And not forgetting, Monday too is a bank holiday for GPY, so take note of that. Let's delve into the chart and see. We start with the dollar index. So price opened, all right, price has opened, and then we've seen price trading above the opening price, all right. So if we should look back the whole of from the month of November last year, we started seeing bearishness in the dollar index, all right. Yeah, so as it stands now, we're actually in a bearish order flow. All right, we are taking what swing lows and respecting what swing highs. So the last recent what swing low was taken, a new swing low was formed. So as it stands now, I'm expecting to see a lower swing high formation. Then I look forward to see the dollar index pushing to the downside. All right, here. So I'm expecting to see bearishness in the dollar index. All right, yes, I'm expecting to see the bearishness in the dollar index. My areas of liquidity is going to be the previous 20-day low, and then this low right here. All right, yes, the low around the 100 figure. Yeah, so for the dollar index, I'll be looking for bearish prices going into a new week. Let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, we've seen price pushing to the upside. All right, yes, we saw what happened with the NFP. All right, I'm not going to talk about the figures here because we all know the figures were manipulated. But one thing that happened at the market is that the markets didn't even give chance to the NFP, because even though the figures were manipulated, the NFP did otherwise. The market did otherwise. All right, so I'm sure most traders were thrown away because we had a positive figures for NFP, yes, but the market didn't correspond to that because that value were manipulated figures. So take note of that. All right, yeah. So GBPUSD is pushing to the upside, so I'm expecting to see GBPUSD continuing to push to the upside. But let's switch to the 4-hour time frame and see. Yeah, so just as we've seen, price opened in January and we had price trading below January's open price. Then you've seen price was pushing to the upside. This is a swing low formation. All right, you've seen a swing low formation right here. So I'm not expecting to see price get closer to any of these zones. All right, I just want to see price push a little bit down. All right, we have a fair value gap formation right here. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm seeing. Yes, I don't know if you are really seeing what I'm seeing right here. All right, yes, we have a fair value gap formation right here. This is a fair value gap. All right, yes, so between this low and then this high, or you can see this high, that is a fair value gap. So I'm expecting to see price at least trade a little bit into this fair value gap, then we see a push to the upside. All right, yes, so for GBPUSD, I'm looking forward to seeing GBPUSD pushing to the upside. All right, my areas of liquidity is going to be the previous 20-day high for now. All right, yes, that is where my area of liquidity is going to be at. So that is GBPUSD. Let's look at what is happening on AUDUSD. Yeah, so for AUDUSD, I'm expecting to see AUDUSD push to the upside. All right, yes, price opened in January, then we saw price trading below. That is a discount zone. Then price traded below, not just trading below, but it traded below to fill a fair value gap right here. This is a fair value gap. All right, this low and then this high. Between that low and this high, that is a fair value gap. And look at how price traded below that fair value gap on Friday. All right, all these things happened on Friday. That is the NFP. All right, price traded just below to fill in that fair value gap. So as it stands now, I'm expecting a candlestick formation or a candle formation to the upside to complete the swing low right here. All right, yeah. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 candles for a swing low formation. So I'm expecting to see price print out a bullish candle right here. All right, yeah. So that will make up for a swing low. All right, yeah. So that is what I'm expecting. So I'm expecting to see price build this up, yes, for the swing low formation. Then right after that, you see price continue to push to the upside. So for AUD I'm still bullish on that pair, but let's switch the 4-hour time frame and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yes, so on the 4-hour time frame, we've already seen a swing low formation already. All right, we've already seen that swing low formation. We've taken out, look at this, we've taken out the previous monthly low. All right, yes, we've taken out the previous monthly low, and as it stands now, price has given us a swing low formation. So I'm gonna expecting price to push the downside or get to anywhere in this area. All right, we also have a fair value gap right here. Oh, I'm coming. Yes, we have a fair value gap. This is a fair value gap between this low and then this high right here. That's a fair value gap, or let's say an order block. All right, so we have a bullish order block plus a fair value gap. That makes it a very, very, very strong area. All right, yeah. So this is the bullish order block. Then we have the fair value gap right here. So I'm expecting to see price going into next week. We see a little bit push into the zone, then we see a push to the upside. All right, taking out this high. So that is my expectation so far as AUD/USD is concerned. All right, yeah. So that is just that for AUD/USD. Let's look at what is happening on USDCAD. Yeah, so if I'm bearish on the dollar index, and definitely I should be bearish on USDCAD. All right, yeah. So as it stands now, I'm expecting to see USDCAD push to the downside. All right, now let's switch to the 4-hour and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour. All right, but USDCAD is not really looking clear for me for a bearish stance at the moment. All right, yes. So if I'll be bearish on USDCAD, then I need to see this low taken out. All right, once price takes out this low, that will give me the chance to go out and be looking forward for bearish trades on a higher time frame. All right, so this is the 4-hour. I don't know if, let's switch to the 2-hour to see if we can see something clear on the 2-hour. Okay, for the 2-hour, we've taken out this low right here. All right, yeah. So if we push to the downside, then I don't expect to see price get to this area or get to this high. All right, as I see this high as a swing high formation, and so once price is looking like it's a turning point right here, I want to see price continue to push to the downside. So on the 2-hour, I think on the 2-hour we are seeing something clear. Let's switch further to the 1-hour and see. Yes, so that is the 1-hour. All right, yeah, so that is the 1-hour. We're taking out this swing low right here. All right, we've taken out this swing low right here, and price has already this is what happened during the NFP, and we've had a correction. So I want to see price continue to push to the downside. So for USDCAD, I'll be looking for bearish prices. So that is just that so far as USDCAD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so for GBPJPY, I'll be looking for bullish stance for now. All right, yes, price, even though on the higher time frame price is still not clear, but if we should switch to the 4-hour, we expect to see price push. All right, we've taken out this high right here, and tells us that on a long term we expect to see GBPJPY give us a what? Give us a bullish stance. But for the short term, we can what? We can be looking for what? Selling opportunities to fill all this what liquidity voids we are seeing here. All right. Yes. We have a fair value gap right here and a fair value gap right here. All right. Yes. So we can look for what selling opportunities to what to push into this fair value gap and furthermore into this fair value gap as well. All right. Yeah. So GBPJPY, I'm short-term bearish, long-term bullish. All right. Yeah. So I'll wait to see price take out this low. All right. Once price takes out this low, wait for a little bit of retracement. Let's say a creation of fair value gap and price tapping into that fair value gap. Then we see a push to the downside. So for GBPJPY on a short term, I'll be looking for selling opportunities. All right. Yeah. So that is that for GBPJPY. Let's look at what is happening on EURJPY. Yeah, so GBPJPY, EURJPY, same plan. All right. Yes. For the daily, we just as I made you aware on GBPJPY for Euro 2, we are not really seeing clarity on the daily. All right. But if we should switch to the lower time frame for or at least we can be looking for what some short-term opportunities. But EURJPY, I'll just leave it just as it is. All right, I'll just have to leave it just as it is and until I see clarity, because EURJPY is not really looking clear to me at the moment. All right, it's not really clear for me at the moment. So that is just that for EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on the gold market. Yeah, so for the gold market, if I'm to consider what is happening on the dollar index, then definitely I'll be looking for bullish prices on the gold market. All right. Yes. So let's switch to the 4-hour. Yes. So price is currently trading below January's opening price. All right. And so if I'm expecting to see price continue to push to the upside, then I don't expect to see this low taken out. All right. I want to see this low intact. Then you see if price will give us a bullish opportunity, then we take advantage of that. Okay, I think the 2-hour is giving us something to work with. Yeah, so this low taking out this liquidity as well as these ones, this liquidity right here. All right. Yeah, so I'll look forward to see price take out this high. All right. Yeah, so once this high is taken out, then I'll see if I'll be able to enter forward for a bullish opportunity. At least this high will do. All right. Let's switch the 1-hour and see what is happening. Yeah. So for for gold, price is ranging between this high and this low. All right. Yeah. So that is the current dealing range for gold. So I'll look forward to see how price is going to react with that. Yeah. So that is just that so far as the gold market is concerned. Let's go what is happening on the NASDAQ. So for NASDAQ on a short term, I'll be looking for bearish prices on a short term. All right. Yes. If I should take you to the higher time frame, which I won't take you there, because I mean, all these were part of the reasons why I asked you guys for us to have a seminar or like more or less like a meeting or an online webinar or something, so that we go on to the higher time frame and see what is happening. But I'm not going to do it here. All right. Since you didn't show up, I mean, those that will get the opportunity to have a look at the higher time frame my higher time frame perspective, that is from the 12 months down to the 3 months, is my VIP members. Yeah, and I think even one of them, I had a session with one of them yesterday, and it was very interesting. All right, that is where we had this box you are seeing. She's watching by now. Yes, that is where we had this range, and I know she knows what this range represents. All right, this is a fair value gap. All right, a fair value gap on the higher time frame. I think the 12 month or the 6 month one of them. Yes, I think it's a 12 month. So this whole thing we are seeing here is a fair value gap. So on a higher time frame, I'm expecting to see price push to fill at least 50% of this zone, then we see a push to the upside. So for the next 3 months on NASDAQ, I'll expect to see price push to the downside. All right, but let's switch the 4-hour and see. So for the short term, I'll expect to see price push a little bit up to fill this fair value gap we are seeing here. Then we see a continuation to the downside. All right, here. So that is what I'm expecting to see so far as the NASDAQ market is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market analysis. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do also click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. I'll come your way again another time. Peace.